Hey everybody, welcome. My name is Matt Robinson, the Gregarious Hermit. Today I want to talk about why being unhappy serves no purpose whatsoever. And the reason being that it doesn't change your physical circumstances one little bit. So if you have a broken leg, you have a broken leg. And whether you're worried about it, complaining about it, upset about it, unhappy about it, it doesn't change the fact you still have a broken leg. Whether you're happy about it or unhappy, it doesn't change one little thing. Now, a broken leg seems pretty obvious, but suppose you can't afford to pay your mortgage this month. Any conversation in your head is not going to change whether you can pay it or not. So complaining about how it's the bank's fault or how you don't earn enough money or how because you have a broken leg you can't work this month so you can't afford to pay your mortgage. None of those stories in your head change the fact whatsoever. They don't magically pay the mortgage for you. You're still in the same circumstance. So just acknowledging that simple truth that whether you're happy or unhappy does not change your physical circumstances one little bit. That actually goes a long way to becoming happy under any circumstances. Now, the only thing that does change your physical circumstance is action. And if you're able to silence your mind and just allow action to happen, then you'll find that things like paying your mortgage, the actions are to either find a way to earn more money, call the bank and explain you have a broken leg, you can't work this month. You can even, if it's a long-term thing, then you can obviously put the house up for sale and get out of there before it becomes a big problem. But any conversation in your head about, whatever story it is that's going through your head does not change the circumstance one little bit. Only action changes it. And with a silent mind, you'll find that action comes more naturally. And so, the bigger picture is that unhappiness will make you sick in the long run. Any stress, any anxiety, any drama, any negative thoughts, you're angry over what's going on, you're upset with the bank, whatever it happens to be, any of those negative thoughts that are going through your head will make you sick in the long run. When you think about things, your body reacts to it in the same way that you would in the actual physical situation. So if you picture yourself having an argument with somebody, your body will release small amounts of adrenaline and cortisol. Maybe not to the same extent as if you were actually having a face-to-face argument with somebody right there. But whenever you close your eyes and picture having an argument with somebody, your body will respond the same way. And so by having these conversations going through your head, you're basically putting harmful hormones into your body that do real harm and damage. Those chemicals are designed to keep you alive and basically put you into the fight or flight response. And they're great for that. If you're trying to escape from a bear, then that is ideal because that's what is going to allow you to get away from the bear and avoid the attack. But, avoiding a call with the bank that you think might be uncomfortable or awkward, or worried about what people might think of you because you have to put your house up for sale. None of those conversations are of any benefit to you. All they do is just release those same kind of harmful chemicals. And basically over time, those harmful chemicals will make you sick. You're inviting disease and illness into your body because they basically block your functions that allow you to thrive and heal. So I'm going to do a quick experiment just to show you something. And so we can all tell the difference between love and anger. Basically, if you just kind of sit quietly for a few moments and just think of something or someone that you kind of love unconditionally. Picture a small baby just giggling, a little toddler that is like so excited and thrilled to be, watching its pet dog wag its tail, and it's just hysterical. So just kind of spend a few moments picturing something like that, just a baby giggling away, as happy as it possibly can be. And just once you've got that image in your head and you're just kind of going along almost like a little movie in your head, just feel what's happening in your body. Basically focus on your core, and what you'll notice is that there's a wonderful warm energy around your heart and your upper chest area, and it feels almost like warm honey just kind of flowing through your body and radiating outwards. And what you're experiencing there is unconditional love. And it's such a healthy state to be in. All of your cells start to tingle and they come alive. The energy is so positive and uplifting. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, if you do the opposite and just picture a scenario where maybe somebody's yelling at you and they're really angry at you, they're picking on you, they're saying all kinds of mean things, or maybe you got cut off on the highway and you felt like it was so dangerous that you kind of got that shot of adrenaline. Just picture that same scenario and feel what happens now in your body. And what you'll notice is that your energy shifts and it kind of goes downwards into your stomach. And if you produce enough adrenaline, it's actually very, very painful, and you'll notice that. And that's one of the benefits of meditation and mindfulness, is that you become so much more acutely aware of those sensations and the systems working in your body. And so when you can notice that, the difference between love and anger, just spend a few moments and just kind of flip-flop back and forth between love and anger, just doing those little visualization techniques, and you'll kind of feel the difference. You'll feel the change. One is doing a lot of harm to your body. The other is allowing your body to heal and thrive. And all of that is just generated by visualization, by your mind. And when you have unnecessary conversations going through your head, they produce those same kind of responses in your body, and they serve no purpose. But the one thing that should be clear after doing that little experiment is that you can control how your body feels. So just using your mind, you can say, I want to feel that unconditional love, that wonderful warm honey flowing through my whole body. And basically just make that your default response to everything. And the way that you can do that is by kind of continuing that little experiment. So what you want to do is just sit in a quiet room for a few moments, just relax, release as much stress from your body as you can. Just picture something that is just, you're going to love unconditionally, whether it's a relative, a friend, or picture the baby giggling away again, and just kind of, build that feeling in your body, become aware of it, and then open your eyes and just look around the room at everything that's in there. And each thing that your eye settles on, just try to feel that same warm feeling and basically work your way around the room. Look at the TV set and feel that loving feeling. Look at a plant on the mantelpiece and feel the same thing. Just look at every single object in your house and feel love towards it. Now, the one thing that you can do next is basically go out into the world. It's very easy when you're in a controlled environment like your house that you can kind of generate those feelings easily. When you're outside in the real world, your mind is responding to things differently. You don't have control over what's going on around you. And the one thing that you can do is look for things that you might not normally like. So look at a piece of trash on the ground and try to feel that same loving feeling. If your neighbor has a lawn sign out that's of a different political party than you subscribe to, then just look at it and see if you can still feel that same love towards it. It's a sign, but your mind jumps into all of the politics behind what that sign represents and what it means. But just short circuit that and just look at that lawn sign and just see if you can feel love towards it. And basically go around, and the more that you practice that, just looking at things in the world, if you get upset with graffiti and vandalism, just try to look at it differently. Just try to look at it with love. And of course, the big step is to do that same thing with people. People generate lots of emotions within us, and especially people that you don't, usually get along with. Just again, take that little deep breath for a moment and just see if you can feel love towards them. And the one thing you should realize once you've done this and practiced it and learned it is that, again, there's nothing that changes in your physical world around you. You have no control over what's happening outside your body, or even what's going on inside your body for that matter. But what you can control is what your mind is thinking, what the story it's telling you. And the one thing you'll notice with unconditional love is that your mind goes silent because it's not judging anything. It literally doesn't have to judge anything. It doesn't have to decide if something is good or bad, because you already told it that you want to feel love towards it. And it changes your body chemistry in such a tremendous and powerful way that you will heal, diseases just kind of disappear. And you find that sometimes with people that are diagnosed with cancer. They've had a very, very stressful life. They couldn't afford their bills or whatever was going on in their life. Now, all of a sudden, sometimes getting a death sentence like that you're not going to survive more than a year or so is actually a tremendous relief to some people. And when they experience that relief, their mind stops all of those conversations that they had in their head previously, and they can experience like a miraculous healing where their cancer just suddenly disappears. The reason for that is that they remove all of their negative conversations in their head and just replace them with unconditional love. It's like they can see what's going to come down the road. And so their body chemistry changes into such a positive, healthy state that their body is able to defeat the cancer all on its own. Again, any thoughts, any stories in your head serve no purpose whatsoever. Being unhappy serves no purpose whatsoever. So if you can practice that unconditional love, it's very easy. You can practice it in your own home at first until you get good at it, and then take it out into the real world with you. And you'll find that your experience of the world changes so dramatically. So, all right, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a wonderful new year, and let's hope 2023 is amazing for everybody. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.